everybody, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. I am driving to the gym on a rainy day in Southern California, one of those rare days, and so hopefully there won't be too much traffic on the freeways. So today's topic is going to be about what I consider to be one of the most essential rules or tactics if you want to succeed in anything in life. And of course, this is more of a health channel, so we're going to talk about how you can succeed in achieving your health, your fitness, and longevity goals, and that's planning. Now, it's going to be a really boring topic to some of you and say, man, I thought I was going to talk about some cool secret, but most people unfortunately don't plan anything in advance. And let me tell you how I've always achieved my goals. Obviously, it requires dedication and tenacity and consistency and all that kind of stuff. But for example, it's raining today, and I really didn't want to go to the gym today. It's cold out, and kind of rainy days. You want to stay at home. And today's Monday, so it's a heavy work day. I'm only going to this one gym right now that's currently open. Now, at the time of this recording, it's during COVID times. Most gyms are closed. This one is open, and it's a good gym. So anyhow, so I have to plan out the whole week because of family stuff. So I literally plan out my entire workout this week in advance, so life doesn't get in the way. Because if you don't plan and you just go with the flow, like a lot of people do, the flow of the gutter, right? Water always goes down the gutter. Flow of water always goes down the toilet. So you have to go, you can never go with the flow so much. You get to be flexible, but you got to have your goals and achieving your goals. I knew what I was going to do. So maybe this week I'll end up working out 3 days in a row rather than going 2 on, 1 off, or, every other day workout. And today I'm going to have my busy schedule. I barely got in like 1 meal. I'd like to get in at least 2 meals, then go to the gym. But again, today's a hectic Monday. So I needed to say, all right, if I don't do this, that, and the other thing, I'm going to miss out my workouts. I'm going to miss out my eating schedule and all that stuff. So I, ate, did some work, made some calls, and then I'm going to go to the gym. On the way back, I'm going to make calls. So I organized the entire day with some openings, and then I make it happen because I planned my day. And this goes with your diet. People are trying to lose weight or gain weight. You got to plan your diet. You have to plan out your whole day. If you're going to be eating 3 meals a day or 6 meals a day, or if you're going to do intermittent fasting or whatever it is, you have to plan it. Unfortunately, some people are like, hey, I want, that's not flexible. You got to achieve a goal. You got to have a little bit of flexibility, but you got to be rigid. You almost have to be like a machine. You have to plan everything in advance. So again, life doesn't get in the way, because life does get in the way. Something comes up, something this, you have to plan for the worst. You have to give yourself extra room. If I say, hey, I'm going to go here and there, I'm going to give myself an hour. I'm going to give myself maybe an hour and a half, just in case there is traffic or something comes up, or I run into a friend, I want to talk to them for a few minutes, and so forth. Be flexible, but you got to have your goals. You got to plan everything. I hate to say it, but you got to plan it. Even in work, even when the most successful people, I was listening to an interview with Jeff Bezos, and he was talking about how he's achieved so much success. And he says, we plan everything so far in advance. When someone says, hey, you guys made extra amount of money this quarter, or whatever, he said, that was pre-planned 2 years ago. We knew what was going to happen a long time ago. And everything happens like that. You have to plan things. When I was going to all those years of schooling and medical school and all that stuff, I had to plan out my whole schedule. Things were super hectic. I had to plan out my workouts, my this. Sometimes I'd have to work out at night, sometimes during the day. Sometimes my meal, I have to prep, like, I was like, oh man, I'm going to be at school like for 8 hours today. So I'd pack like 4 meals, and I'd put it in my car in a cooler, or shakes, or I bought protein bars or whatever it is. I planned in advance. So nothing was left to chance, and I achieved my goals. In my backpack, I always have water. I always have protein bars. I always have stuff just in case I get stuck somewhere, right? I can eat. What happens is a lot of people, for example, when they cheat on their diet, they get hungry and then they just pull over and grab some fast food, or they end up coming home, they miss a meal, and then they're famished and they eat everything in sight because you didn't plan. Okay, so a lot of things you can these days, with being healthy is so much easier than 20, 30 years ago when I was doing it. So that's the thing. Plan it in advance. Plan everything in advance. If you know what you're going to do, go. Even if you're going to go on a trip, on a place. I always say, hey, I want to go to, a hotel that's got a gym. Or if it doesn't, hey, where's the local, gym nearby? Maybe there's a Gold's Gym nearby or something, right? Because I still want to exercise. And that's a big aspect of my life. So keep that in mind. Plan things as much as you can. Give yourself some flexibility and plan things at least, 24 hours to maybe 7 days in advance, okay? Because at the end of the day, even with your diet, what matters is what you do at the end of the week, okay? So it's not like if you ate an extra 500 calories today because of whatever reason, just cut it down, 250 for the next 2 days, or 500 calories, for the next day. Things can be flexible, right? So if you have to leave the gym early today because of something else, put in extra time next time. Anyhow, I don't want to keep dragging this out. It's a short thing, but it's a very important concept. If you want to achieve anything in life, you need to plan it. Even like when I was saying earlier with school, you have to take Chem 101, 102, then Organic 101, 102. And if I needed to figure out all that stuff in the classes and the teacher I wanted and the time I wanted, it was like this whole spreadsheet. And I have spreadsheets everywhere, planning things in advance. And the things that I don't plan, like sometimes these videos, I notice like a whole week will go by. I'm like, shoot, man, I haven't done a video in a week because I didn't plan it. And then I had to do this and that. That's why these days I'm kind of just going off the cuff, just to make things a little bit more fun for me. But again, anytime I haven't planned something, it was out of sight, out of mind, and I forgot to do it. And all of a sudden, a week or 2 or 3, I'm like, shoot, I didn't do that. And I got in a bad habit. When you plan things, it stays focused, because whatever you focus on expands. And when you're focused on something, it's in front of your eyes and you're constantly dealing with it, and you take care of it then. You plan it right now rather than letting things happen to you. So there you go. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know what you need to plan for this, week. Things that you need to better plan. Write it down in the comment section. As always, let me know what other topics you want me to cover. Put it in the comment section. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified so I can continue making these videos for you guys in the future, because I always tell you it's for you. And all the information underneath, there's a lot of cool tips and solutions and all these things underneath this video in the description area. Just click it. Lots and lots of free stuff for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Wishing you a happy and healthy day. Plan the rest of your day, and I will speak to you next time.